So it has been an amazing year in science as always. Here are some of the best parts that have gone down. This year we have been shown thousands of new galaxies with the deepest images yet, found fossilized pigments that show us the colour of ancient sea creatures, made a new model that shows us some exoplanets might have seas and continents, found a 100 million year old flower preserved in amber while reproducing, developed a new class of star, ones that travel faster than escape velocity in the Milky Way, found out that it rains molten iron on brown dwarfs, measured the universe to 1% accuracy, made self-propelling swim biobots, constructed 3D graphene, been told by Stephen Hawking that we don't understand black holes, found a manta shrimp that has a visual system completely new to science, discovered the oldest known cancer genome clocked at 11,000 years old, photographed the filament of the cosmic web, detected a supernova in our galactic neighbourhood, discovered large amounts of water on Ceres, photographed evidence of liquid water on Mars, had a major breakthrough in nuclear fusion, put nanomotors in human cells, found a fossil of the oldest known vertebrate living birth, discovered the oldest star in the universe, looked at the most distant galaxies we know of, grew an artificial lung in a lab, made the most accurate measurements of an electron's mass, made a monkey control an avatar monkey with its thoughts, photographed the core of a supernova, discovered a huge cloud of gas orbiting a black hole, discovered a massive planet-sized explosion of space weather around Venus, made a new state of matter, found evidence of water on a Martian meteorite, announced hybrid cars will run on air, transformed skin cells into liver cells, detected water vapor in exoplanet atmosphere, discovered a new species of T-Rex, revealed new evidence of dark matter, added a tool to the James Webb Space Telescope that can detect aliens, found a microbe that eats electricity, seen a star that is 1,300 times bigger than ours, unveiled the first acoustic cloaking device, developed a cancer treatment that causes them to explode, performed studies to find out if autism starts in pregnancy, made a 3D printed skull, then implanted it into a woman, discovered a ring cyst around an asteroid for the first time, synthesized a eukaryotic chromosome from scratch, found out that a gene on the Y chromosome is vital to survival, stumbled across the coldest known star and it is only 7.2 light years away, found mutations in a 115-year-old woman that might unlock the secrets of aging, generated sperm from skin cells of infertile men, coaxed stem cells into becoming muscle cells with a little bit of pig bladder, found an entire star cluster that has been hurled from M87 galaxy, built a circuit board based on the human brain, confirmed and added new elements to the periodic table, discovered a 17 million year old giant sperm, modified the measles to cure a woman of cancer, created our own DNA bases using a semi-synthetic organism, rejuvenated old mice brains by the blood of younger mices, revealed the most detailed map of the Milky Way's magnetic field using Planck data, developed a plastic that can repair itself, proved that brain stimulation treats depression better than medication, discovered the sun's sibling, started human trials on suspended animation, condemned ourselves with a study that suggested that we're about to have another great extinction, hypothesized that supermassive black holes are actually wormholes, found a wasp with a metal-tipped drill, achieved quantum teleportation, used lasers to regrow adult teeth from stem cells, discovered a Godzilla planet that's 17 times heavier than Earth, linked autism to elevated male hormones in the womb, used nanobubbles to burst cancer cells, discovered a hybrid star that was theorized 40 years ago, being hit by a 12 billion year old gamma burst, found a new kind of rock made out of litter, solved a 55-year-old mystery about the dark side of the moon, recreated a deadly virus that killed 50 million people in 1918. Just why? Genetically modified mosquitoes to produce male babies so they can eradicate malaria, tricked fat into burning more calories, spotted a mysterious object on Titan, found a diamond as big as the Earth in space, detected a trio of supermassive black holes in a single galaxy, recorded a mysterious signal 240 million light years away from Earth, accidentally discovered how to turn off the human consciousness, translated chimp language into English, regrown corneas from stem cells, found out that a C-section can cause infant DNA to change, discovered a gene that links to autism, figured out that cooling premature babies reduces the risk of brain damage, located 7 dwarf galaxies, suggested that microbial life could have lived on Mars, spotted the Higgs boson for the first time, announced a mission to intercept an asteroid that could hit Earth, developed a biological pacemaker with gene therapy, made a super black material which absorbed 99.965% of light, found out that only 8.2% of our genome is functional, found out that 50% of people have a newly found gut virus, dug up fossilized tracks that suggest T-Rexes were social creatures, spotted the most distant cosmic magnifying glass thanks to Hubble, tested an impossible space engine that breaks the laws of physics, and it could actually work, discovered an extinct species of mega penguin, separated a particle from its properties known as the quantum Cheshire Cat phenomenon, created an entire organ from scratch, discovered proteins that will block HIV and Ebola, solved the mystery of Death Valley sliding rocks, used quantum entanglement to photograph invisible objects, detected a cloud of water vapour only 7 light years away, connected 2 brains directly together and watched them talk to each other, genetically engineered bacteria to produce biofuel, discovered deep sea animals that could rewrite the tree of life, captured the sound of an atom for the first time, found signs of the ozone layer is recovering, stumbled across a new species of pterosaur which looks like the Banshee from Avatar, confirmed a Spinosaurus is par-aquatic and ate sharks, created solid light by tying photons together, gave a tissue graft to a woman from induced stem cells, developed a method of producing white blood cells from skin, linked artificial sweeteners to diabetes and obesity, done a study that suggests that chimps were inherently violent, found out that modern Europeans came from 3 groups of ancient humans, spliced the FOXP2 gene into a mice and found they can learn quicker, discovered a supermassive black hole in a teeny tiny galaxy, did a study of over 1 billion animals to say that there is no evidence that GMOs are harmful, made digital metadata that brings us closer to invisibility cloaks, developed a jetpack that can help soldiers run a 4-minute mile, made a breakthrough in hydrogen production for clean energy, announced that DARPA is developing implants that trigger self-healing like Wolverine, found a worm swallowing a giant red leech whole, stumbled across an extinct chinchilla, developed a hybrid that could be used for quantum computing, used light to erase specific memories of mice, got stem cells to produce loads of bones and cartilage regeneration cells, landed a probe on the surface of a comet, found out that cheap blood pressure drugs cured type 1 diabetes in mice, listened to SpaceX announce that they're going to provide cheap worldwide internet, solved the mystery of Frankenstein DNA, done a study and raised doubts on the Higgs boson, discovered 2 new subatomic particles, XI_b and XI_b star, found out that language is only heard in the womb leaves traces on the brain, seen that quasars are aligned across billions of light years, detected organic life on the surface of a comet, we discovered a lost pathway in the brain after 100 years of searching, crowdfunded our way to the moon with the help of the UK Space Agency, stumbled across a growing predatory worm in Peru, spotted an orphan supermassive black hole, let's not adopt it, found that we have a Star Trek style force field around Earth, blasted DNA into space and watch it survive re-entry into the atmosphere, passed the Ebola vaccine through the first human trials, grown miniature spinal cords in a lab, had an outbreak of bubonic plague in Madagascar, shot at graphene and found it's twice as good as Kevlar, completed a survey to say Antarctic ice is thicker than we thought, completed a flawless test flight of Orion ready for the Mars missions, watched a Felipe went to sleep forever, then realised that it might wake up at some point, put a worm's brain into a Lego robot, designed a passenger plane that can fly to the other side of the world in 4 hours, listened to NASA as they talk about creating a floating cloud city, and made huge advances in robotic limbs. And of course, this isn't it. I've prepared a much longer list that you can find by clicking on a link in the description. If you feel like there's anything that should have been in this list, put it in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more. This has been ES Einsteinium, and that was A Year in Science 2014.